Hour 2. All right, let's carry on here, gents. Matthew Golden, the man of the hour. I'm starting to think Goody absolutely crushed this pick, Tim. I mean, do you remember when he drafted him? He said we felt like Matthew Golden had the best hands of any receiver in the entire draft. I remember that specifically, and I'm going to be honest with you, kind of rolled my eyes a little bit because I'm like, guys, we got drop percentages, we've broken it down, we got, I don't think he's got bad hands, but to say he's got the best hands, and then lo and behold, Tim, he comes out in camp and he's got the best hands in camp, other than Romeo Dobbs, probably.
Yeah, and you guys know I had that borderline unhealthy obsession with Jaden Higgins throughout the draft process, and
I think we all did a little too, Tim,
And I'm sure Jaden Higgins is going to have a great career, and best wishes to him and everything. But it took a while for me to digest, and once we because you're kind of you remember draft night, you almost didn't believe it happened, even though we saw it live. You know what I mean? And it's like, I got to tell you, the more I've seen of Matthew Golden just up close, and even going back and doing a little bit of tape study, from his Texas tape, I think it's a true statement. I think he has the best hands of anybody in that draft, and he's right there, if not maybe even runs a better route tree than Jaden Higgins, a guy who I was extremely impressed with his tape. So and at the end of the day, I feel really good about this draft pick, and I think Matthew Golden's going to be a star. He's going to be an absolute star in this league.
Yeah. And this tweet came out from Baz as well. We've shown Matthew Golden winning deep. We've showed him working the sideline with the hitch route. We showed him kind of work a slant route, right, off the press, little outside jab, slant in. And I think he was cooking Nixon there the first day. Now you're going to see him on a little cross, a little shallow cross here. Looks like it may be almost like I don't know, like a not a flood concept, but like a follow. You see it, Emilio?
Mm-hmm.
And dude, look how quick he is right here.
Set that up again, though, Clay? Look at that little halfback shuffle, draw Quay right out of the zone, and you just bring in speed and, quickness. Get it out of Jordan Love's hands. Let's not have to worry about blocking too long. 1, 2, 3, get to the top of the hitch and throw it.
And explain to people why that shuffle is so important to me. Look at where Matthew Golden is catching the football. Right. Now watch it pre-snap and watch what Quay Walker does, because it's man coverage. He's out of that area now.
Because Elton would have ID'd him, right, Clay? We would have ID'd Quay as the mic currently. We go, all right, I'm going to give Jacobs a little tap. Oh, the mic's gone. All right, our blocking, whatever our blocking schedule is, what we're doing, good. And that opens up the center of that's perfect. And it also gives Jordan, hey, heads up, we're definitely in man. If the linebacker's going after the running back, unless you're running, half zone, half man, which is rare. But, that just opens it right up. Nice little concept. Get it out quick right in front of you.
Yeah, and what the drive concept's what I was trying to think of. It doesn't look like a drive there, but you're gathering intel with that pre-snap shuffle, right? You're noticing man coverage, like you said. You don't have to worry about IDing them. Even if you ID Quay as the mic on that specific play, as soon as he shuffles out, every offensive lineman should know, all right, where do I need to help now that 7 is out of the pass protection? So, just again, what you're seeing here, though, Jacob, Matthew Golden, how quick, throws a little bit behind him. Look at the hands once again, whoop, and he's just so twitchy. He's quick, he's smooth. My old baseball coach in high school used to say, "Be quick, but don't get in a hurry." That he looks like he's mastered that, man.
Yeah, I agree. We keep using the same. Well, I keep using the same term. It looks effortless. He just seems as if that things aren't moving too fast for him. Like when he got in the league, I think Matt LaFleur made a comment again where he said, like, there's a lot going on upstairs. And I misread that to think he's overthinking, blah, blah, blah. It's the fact that he's processing like Clayton's supercomputer. Like he doesn't have to, like, there's no hindrance there. It just seems the transition from college to the pros has been so smooth. Right. And the way that he like does the little things, I think Ryan highlighted it earlier on his podcast, where it was just that the play that we highlighted just a few episodes, Clay, where he does a little out route, tiptoes, and has enough to do 4 tiptoe chop steps before he hits that sideline. But somehow I thought, this guy's out of bounds. As soon as he made the break on the ball, I thought, man, he's not going to be able to get those feet in bounds. He got 4 of them. He did a little tippy toe, and then just turned up field as if it was nothing. If he had another 6 inches, he could have ran the sideline like a track star. You know what I mean? It's just, you can't teach that. I feel like there's something that is just built in that guy.
Yeah, and then you follow him. interview film, it's like every other post is something spiritual. He just seems well grounded. We've seen the videos too, Tim, where he's like using choice language, fired up out there working out, you know what I mean, getting ready for the season on his own. And then all of a sudden it's just like bring it back to center. It's, you got an IG story about Jesus, you know.
That's right. I mean, you put the helmet pads and the cleats on and step onto that gridiron. It's a whole different world out there, you know. Mm-hmm. And I think it's a real treat that we've got this guy. I mean, he's going to be a star. We all know it. I watched this rep here as we got it on loop, which I love it. This is a great angle. You know, I wonder if Jordan is just like, you know, getting used to just how fast and quick Matthew Golden really is. Like, I kind of look here and go, why didn't that ball get out sooner? Or, you know, why didn't you lead him up the field? Like, if he leads him up the field a little bit on this throw, I mean, that guy's gone. Afterburners up the sideline for a tutter. So, I mean, time will tell how he develops. But like Jacob is saying, like, the transition from the college game to the NFL does not seem like a big deal to him at all. He's handling it very well. He already kind of moves and looks and carries himself like a veteran out there already. It's really fun to watch.
Absolutely.
So we showed you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Jacob, you heard it in Bo's interview was, hey, the offensive play calls could be 20 minutes long with a different name, different word for every person that's going to be doing something on that offense. The fact that he's able to pick that up, I think absolutely speaks to the, you know, what's going on upstairs.
Yeah, and again, it helps that he was in Steve Sarkisian's offense down there in Texas, where they used a lot of cheat motion. Right? They would cheat him to stack. They would go from stack and cheat him outside, out wide to what would be a Baylor pre-snap, but he's in cheat motion. Right? There's just a lot of things, and there's choice routes that are baked into that offense as well. So, and he kind of make chicken salad out of chicken, you know what, with Quinn Ewers' arm being banged up all year long and couldn't throw the deep shot the way he needed to and whatnot. So. But again, the play of the day, actually, according to Bill Huber, I believe it was in his article, he called it the play of the day. Matthew Golden, Love threw a zing pass to the back of the end zone. Golden made a sensational catch, keeping both feet inbounds while landing on his back. So a little toe tag or toe tap. What is it called? Toe drag swag is what they used to say. So 2 feet in, landing on his back. And then Matt Schneidman tweeted about the same place as Matthew Golden's hands are special. Just made a falling fingertip grab in the back of the end zone during a red zone drill. Goody said the night they drafted him, he thought Golden had arguably the best hands in the draft. Useful for a team that dropped a lot of passes.
How about these hands?
Scared the hell out of me.
Rock, that scared me, dude.
Sorry, Rock. I'm sit up straight in my chair. But yeah, so again, man, what you're seeing there is just Matthew Golden as advertised. And Matt Schneidman is not a Packer fan, guys. He covers the team. Right. When you see him kind of glow over a rookie wide receiver like this, it really, really makes me kind of perk my ears up a little bit more. Now, we got a video that dropped earlier. Tim, if you can get me a screen grab, give me one that covers the whole screen here. This was actually put out by give me that. Give me that. Not that one, Amelia. What the hell's wrong with you? Give me the Matt LaFleur in the do-rag, or with the lung dart with Goody. That's perfect. Yeah, that's good right there. So
we got Suge Hafley and Tupac LaFleur. Let's go.
Now listen, I apologize. I can't crank it up any louder than it is, so you guys get close to your TV, turn the volume up. This tweet was sent out by Kevin Clark, and I think it was from his show This Is Football. Okay, and it was on ESPN. But Matthew Golden, when Jordan Love was asked, okay, when Jordan Love was asked about, who are you most excited about, essentially, listen to Jordan Love's answer. There's no hesitation whatsoever. And again, I apologize for the volume. I'll try to fix it on the pod for you guys. Here we go.
Cricketers, most impressive newcomer so far.
Matthew Golden.
Take me through what makes him special so far.
Man, I think he's shown up since day one and just really shown his play style. Shown what he's all about. I think he came in really polished and has been making plays since day one. He's got very aggressive hands. He's a smooth route runner. He's got speed. So I think for him, it's just continue to understand the playbook and wrap his head around everything that we have in. Because we have a very deep system. But you can see when he knows what he's doing, he's feeling confident. He's been playing lights out. He's going to be.
How freaking cool is that, dude? Like, seriously. They ask him, Hey, who's the newcomer that's impressed you the most? I mean, there was no hesitation. Matthew Golden. I love that he mentioned the strong hands, right? The aggressive hands, as he called it, right? He's a smooth route runner. Obviously, he's got 4.2 speed, and the way he's talking about him picking up the offense as well is just absolutely huge. So, really, really excited about Matthew Golden this year. Anything else on the Golden Child, Matthew Golden, here, number 22? Good.
How much more dynamic can this wide receiver room get, right? I mean, my goodness, boys, it's going to be a hell of a ride this year. We got some weapons.
Yeah, it's true, man. And it's funny, too, because some of the later round picks, like your Romeo Dobbses and your Dontavion Wicks, and even Jaden Reed being a second-round pick, obviously not a late pick, but not a first-rounder, those guys have now had time to kind of step into their own and get better every year. And then you got Matthew Golden, who seems like he's going to hit the ground running. So Ed Madden in the chat. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, you're good, man. You're good. Ed Madden says, with all of our receivers, DBs are going to be gassed. And see, that's the other thing, Ed. You know, the problem with Romeo last year, where it seemed to get upset with his what am I trying to say here?
Demeanor.
His role in the system. That seemed to be something that he was upset about. Now, at the time, he was like within 5 targets of everybody else that was leading. There was 3 receivers that were leading. It was Jaden Reed, Dontavion Wicks, and Romeo Dobbs that were all within 5 targets of each other when Romeo kind of had that problem. That's absolutely – it's kind of like what we do on defense with the pass rushers, right? Rotating guys in and out, in and out, in and out. And you get used to guys' moves. And imagine you're a DB. And they're telling you, okay, look, here's their 2 best receivers. You need to watch the tape on them, learn their move, pick up on their tendencies, the way that their release package when you're trying to play press, or the way that they sell the stutter go, whatever it may be, right? As you're watching the tape on that, and then all of a sudden they get a heavy rotation of these other guys coming in and out of the game, it's no different than you